welcome back to Cultist Simulator. I am your cultist, authentic human person, aka Alex, and
I am his pawn. I am Nick.
And we are buying books, as all good cultists should. Support your local bookstores. And we want to combine both glimmerings in study, right?
Yes, that will give us another passion.
The tigers of wrath are wiser than the horses of instruction. If I spend time studying what I've learned, I could increase my passion and gain a skill. And then...
work on our passion.
Work on our passion, okay. I used to paint. I could paint. Those sights I half remember from my dreams. I might sell something. I probably won't. That's just called... not being, what is it? You need to be more confident in yourself. Self-confidence is key. Everyone at home, you're great and can do great things. Paint. Join a cult. Buy books. Do it.
Also, not to promote on your channel, but the Bob Ross Foundation streams Bob Ross's works live on Twitch from Friday to Monday every week. If you're looking for good motivation to paint, it's just great. It's free every single season of painting. They'll just air it 4 seasons over the course of a weekend. Good stuff.
Hey, I'm all for promoting that. That's stuff I can absolutely get behind. So, watch that while you paint. Buy books. Join a cult. Be sure to keep tuning in. Find out what happens. Alright, do we put anything in yearning?
Yes, that's the restlessness card.
Restlessness. Alright. Do we want to explore, dream, or talk?
Once again, we're on the lowdown until we get our passion up to start making better use of our time. But we're on the track for doing that.
Gotcha. Paint. I finished a painting to the excitement of absolutely no one. No one but me. I got contentment. There are more windows in my soul, but sunlight is not the only thing that passes through a window. Gain passion, but it will be more difficult to gain passion next time. Hireling. An entry consultant. I'm good with doors. An entry consultant. An entry-level consultant. I'm good with doors. That's funny. I feel like that's a joke. But also, like a dig at the Mansus, the doors, all that stuff.
The aspect of him is purple, which is the aspect of knock. It's the aspect of opening doors, mind you.
Nice. Keep working on our health.
Yeah, we're just gonna make a little bit of money off that.
Do we want to hire him?
I would not.
Okay.
I don't think we can use him for anything at the moment.
Also, got an acquaintance with our passion. We've got a glimmering. Study it again for another glimmering.
Yes. Let's recruit Enid, and I'll explain how that works. So we talk to the society, and what we have here is ceremony and trappings. These words are unique to the fact that we're conducting a ceremony within our cult by elevating this person, making them from an acquaintance to a believer. So the words can change, but trappings takes tools or influences. Influences are cards that are temporary and have aspects to them. So if you look at Fleeting Reminiscence, you'll see that it has a time on it when it's going to decay, but it also has an amount of aspects to it. So can you look at that for a second?
Yes, it has aspect of influence, aspect of memory, and aspect of secret histories.
And the aspect of moth as well.
Oh yeah, I missed that. Yeah, aspect of moth.
Now, we can't elevate a believer through secret histories. That's the one thing we can't do because there is not a pink elevation symbol at the bottom of our cult.
The best we get is salmon and red. Come on, guys.
But we can elevate them through moth. So instead of elevating this cultist through our lore, like we did for our last two, by putting the fleeting reminiscence, the influence, into the trappings slot.
So we put fleeting reminiscence into the trapping slot. And ceremony, just one of the...
We don't need it.
These?
We have enough influence now in this ceremony to do it.
Cool.
So all you need is 2 to recruit a member. And so we're not even using lore. We're not even invoking any amount of lore. We are simply using the fact that we are currently passionate about the aspect of the moth through our fleeting reminiscence to conduct the ceremony. Work on your passion skill. Not passion, but the skill, your vivid imagination.
And then art or bread?
Art or bread takes 3 different cards. Passion, mystique, and notoriety. Mystique and notoriety put us in the public eye, which allows us to sell our works, whereas passion allows us to create better paintings. So let's mix it up here and put in a passion and a mystique.
And we got Enid is a believer. Moth sheds its skin. The novice must only shed their clothes and their past. Okay.
If you'd like to see something cool, talk to Enid.
Significant conversations in a smoky meeting room. What do I need from my followers? Subject.
Let's send them out on cult business. See what all they can do.
My believer might be able to harvest treasures from the unsuspecting if they're lucky. Is that what you mean?
Duh. Yes. This is how we conduct cult business. Our followers aren't great yet, but they will have a chance of succeeding and getting us stuff from their exploits.
Alright. My recent work has attracted a couple of callers. With luck, something will sell.
Exploring skill isn't quite what we want to do yet.
Then we won't. Stay inside. And if you explore, wear a mask.
That is true. Do that. It's a good idea.
It helps conceal your identity so people don't identify you as the cultist they've been looking for. I'm looking at you, weary detective. There are more windows in my soul, but sunlight is not the only thing that passes through a window. I'm talking about birds. If you open the window, a bird comes inside. Combine those to get another lesson learned.
Or bugs. Bugs come in a lot too.
Oh, bugs.
Yes, we want our next lesson learned, and this will very shortly get us up to 3 passions, and then we'll start dreaming. Plop a passion into that dream slot. And then give it our Watchman's secret.
I know this dream. A road crests a hilltop and the air is silver bright. I could sleep in a room without colors, bleach the sheets, whitewash the walls, dye my hair, and paint my skin. You know, if you paint it, you're painting it a color. Just throwing that one out there. I'd really love to walk into Home Depot or some place where you can buy paints and be like, "Hi, can I have the paint that isn't any color?" I couldn't find it on your color swatches. I'm trying to paint my room, no colors, and also, is this safe skin? Maybe, skin safe? Sorry, I want to make sure it's non-toxic. Breaking, entering, returning. 3 important steps to be a successful thief. My follower has returned empty-handed. Never mind, you're a failure. Today's task was beyond them.
That's alright. Once again, we're using low-level cultists at the moment. The odds of that happening were pretty high.
Do we want to talk to anybody? Perhaps we could turn ourselves in.
No. You don't want to do that. There's a lot you can do by talking to the detective, but not yet. Like, we can get poisons and try and poison him. We can try and, give him nightmares and, like, persuade him to join our cause, or all sorts of stuff. But also, not a good idea when we don't have any of those things.
So now we combine like that.
Yes.
Who desires but acts not breeds pestilence. The bleached way. Color exists only where there is light, and the wood is the place where light does not walk. In the dream I close my eyes and walk, stumbling, bruising my feet and knees. At last the undergrowth before me grows too thick to pass, and when I open my eyes I am adrift among black trees. Shadows flutter, my feet will know the way back to this place.
And we have unlocked a very powerful card, Way to the Wood.
Alright.
We're going to get a lot of ways. There's a number of places in the Mansus we can visit, and each one will require something of us to get to. The wood requires us to temporarily spend our passion.
If I have enough passion, I can walk the dream road to the wood. If I have the right knowledge, I might be able to find the way beyond it. Now I pass between scar-barked trees. The moon passes behind branches, though her fingers remain in my hair. I am stumbling over roots now. It is tempting to drop to all fours to avoid the low branches. Pale wings move deep in the night.
We might grab another book.
Alright.
Shall see how our painting goes.
We'll see how the detective
perhaps-
goes. Oh, here we go, our first trip to the
Sweet.
Mansus.
Yep. This is the Mansus, and each of these slots can give us something. Every time those are all the doors. We have the wood, which is technically a door. We have the white door, the stag door, the spider door, and the peacock door. Each door requires us to give it something to pass through. Once again, for the wood, it's passion. If we take the card it's offered us, we know what it is. It's a buzzing in the brain, which is an influence of moth. If we put it over the wood, we'll take it, but we don't want that one. It's a level 2 influence, which is fine, but we can get those from everywhere. So we have these other two options, and we don't know what they are, and we can take them, and they're random. But they make sense with what they are. The Temple of the Wheel, I believe, is a temple to the aspect of heart. So we'll get mostly heart-related cards from it. If you look up above at the spider door, there's the Maliary that branches off of it. That's obviously a place where you can get a lot of forge-related cards.
So do we want to get from the well or the Temple of the Wheel this time?
Let's draw from the well. See
well.
what it gives us.
Vitality versus Trembling in the Ears was our other option.
Vitality's probably the most useful of those things at the moment.
The well in the wood is sacred to the Grail, the hour that hungers, and to the velvet, the hour that guards secrets. Tonight, as I approached, it heaved with the velvet's moss, struggling waves of a deep and vibrant green, pulsing again and again from its throat. It surged around my calves, rose to my thighs, and this morning I still feel the velvet's breath strong within me.
The velvet is one of the hours to heart, and heart is kind of about this continuous rhythmic beating. It is constant and driving. Ooh, our painting has come back.
My recent work is considered significant. It may yet earn a living from this, but nothing is certain.
Need a subject matter for our art.
Okay. What do you suggest for a subject matter for our art?
Let's paint a portrait of one of our friends.
Who shall we paint? Richard Nixon, Laidlaw, or Enid?
Let's paint our burglar, Enid.
And you can find out how that painting turns out next time. Excellent closer. Great job. Thanks, Alex.
We've made a ton of progress.
Yes. And I look forward to making more with you on the next one.